எமது கவனத்தை தலையுச்சி குழி இரு கைகளில் வைப்போம். மூச்சை நன்றாக சகசிராரம், சுழுமுனை நாடி, மூலாதாரம் மூலமாக நன்றாக உள்ளிழுத்து வழிவிடுவோம். எமது மனசக்தி, பிராணசக்தி இரண்டையும் எமது கவனத்தோடு அமைதியடைய செய்வோம். இந்த மூச்சு பயிற்சி மூலமாக இப்பொழுது எமது வலது கையால் தலை உச்சியில் 2-3 அங்குலம் உயர்த்தி வைத்து நுண் அதிர்வுகளை அவதானிப்போம். உச்சிக்குழி 2 உள்ளம் கைகளில் மட்டும் கவனம் இருக்கட்டும். இதுவே எமது சஹஸ்ரார மையம். இப்பொழுது நமது வலது கையை கீழே கொண்டு வந்து இடது கையால் அவதானிப்போம். இடது கை தலை உச்சிக்கு மேல் 2-3 அங்குலம் வைத்து கவனம் தலை உச்சிக்குழி 2 உள்ளம் கைகள், நடு உள்ளம் கை, அதாவது நமது சஹஸ்ரார சக்கரம். இப்பொழுது நமது இடது கையை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். நமக்கு தெரியும் நமது அனைத்து சக்கரங்களும் நமது சிரசில் இருக்கின்றது. மூலாதாரம் பிடரி நடு பிடரியில் இருக்கின்றது. அதை சுத்தி சுவாதிஸ்தானம், பின்பு மூலாதாரத்துக்கு சற்று மேல் நாபி, நடு உச்சியில் இருதயம், முன் நெற்றியில் விஷுதி, மேல் பகுதியில் நடு நெற்றியில் ஆக்யா சக்கரம். இவை எமது சக்கரங்களின் பீடங்களாகும் எமது சிரசில். எனவே முழு கவனத்தையும் இப்பொழுது எமது நடு உச்சி வழியாக மூலாதாரம், சுவாதிஸ்தானம், நாபி, இருதயம், விஷுதி, ஆக்யா இதில் வைப்போம். அதாவது நமது தலைமயிர் நாம் நடு உச்சி வழியாக பிரிக்கும் போது அது பிடரி முன் நெற்றியிலிருந்து பிடரி வரை செல்கின்றது. அந்த வரிசையில் எமது அனைத்து சக்கரங்களும் அமைந்திருக்கின்றது. பிடரியில் எமது மூலாதாரம் சிறிது நேரம் மூலாதார பீடத்தில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். அதை சுற்றி பரந்திருப்பது காதின் பின்புறமாக முழுவதுமாக பரந்திருப்பது 2 பக்கமும் எமது சுவாதிஸ்தான சக்கரம். பின்பு நடு உச்சி வழியாக எமது பிடரிக்கு மேல் தலையின் புட்டி பாகத்தில் இருப்பது எமது நாபி சக்கரம். நடு உச்சியில் இருதய சக்கரம், முன் நெற்றி மயிர் பிரியும் இடத்தில் நமது விசுதி சக்கரம், நடு நெற்றியில் ஆகிய. இந்த உச்சி வழியாக, நடு உச்சி வழியாக இந்த சக்கரங்கள் முழுவதிலும் ஒரே நேரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். நமது தலை உச்சி குழியை தளர்த்துவோம். சுழுமுனை நாடியை தளர்த்துவோம். சிறிது நேரம் இந்த அனைத்து சக்கரங்களிலும் நமது சிரசில் நாம் ஒரே நேரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். தலை உச்சி குழியை தளர்வடைய செய்வோம். சுழுமுனை நாடியை தளர்வடைய செய்வோம். மூலாதாரம் வரை. இப்பொழுது அன்னை குண்டலினியை எழுப்பி கவசம் இட்டுக் கொள்வோம். முதல் தடவை இரண்டாவது தடவை, மூன்றாவது தடவை, கவசம் மூலாதாரம், சுவாதிஷ்டானம், நாபி, பவசாகரம், இருதயம், விஷுதி, ஆக்யா, சஹஸ்ரம். உப்பு நீர் சுத்திகரிப்புக்கு தயாராக இருப்பவர்கள் உப்பு நீரில் கால்களை வைக்கலாம். இப்பொழுது நமது இடது நாடியை நாம் சமநிலைப்படுத்திக் கொள்வோம். இடது கை மடியில், வலது கை பூமியை நோக்கி. கண்கள் சுத்திகரிப்பு செய்யும் போது கண்கள் திறந்திருக்க வேண்டும். நாம் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியின் பாதங்களை பார்க்கலாம் அல்லது அவருடைய நெற்றி திலகத்தை பார்க்கலாம். இப்பொழுது பிரார்த்தனை செய்து கொள்வோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, எனது இடது நாடியை முழுமையாக தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். எனக்குள் இச்சா சக்தி, மனசக்தி, அதாவது எனக்குள் தூய விருப்பத்தை நிலைநாட்டுங்கள். இத மந்திரம் சொல்லுவோம். ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவன். ஓம் त्वामेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. இப்பொழுது நமது வலது கையை மடக்கிக் கொண்டு வருவோம். இடது கையை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி வைப்போம். நமது வலது நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, எனது வலது நாடியை முழுமையாக தூய்மைப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். எனது வலது நாடியில் இயங்கும் கிரியா சக்தி, பிராண சக்தியை தூய்மைப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். எனது மனம், உடல் தொழிற்பாடுகளை அமைதியடைய செய்யுங்கள். எனது கவனத்தை அமைதியடைய செய்யுங்கள். எனது கவனத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமான மந்திரம். ஓம் त्वामेव साक्षात् श्री महा सरस्वती साक्षात् श्री हनुमाना साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. முழு கவனமும் வலது கை வலது பக்கம் வைப்போம். இப்பொழுது அது இடது கையை மடக்கிக் கொண்டு வருவோம். இரு கைகளையும் இருதய மட்டத்தில் வைத்து அது இரு தலை உச்சி இரு கைகள் 10 விரல் நுனிகள் உள்ளம் கை இதில் நாம் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். எண்ணங்கள் அமைதியடைந்ததும் கண்களை நாம் மெதுவாக மூடி முழு கவனத்தையும் தலை உச்சி குழி 10 விரல் நுனிகள் உள்ளங்கை இவை எமது சக்கரங்களின் முடிவிடங்களாகும். மற்றும் தலையிலும் எமது அனைத்து சக்கரங்களிலும் ஒரே நேரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். நமது சிரசில் இருக்கும் சக்கரங்களின் பீடங்களில். நமது சஹஸ்ராரம் மெதுவாக தளர்வடைந்து திறப்பதை நாம் அவதானிப்போம். சுடுமுனை நாடி தளர்வடைவதை, மூலாதாரம் வரை தளர்வடைவதை அவதானிப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ கணேச மந்திரம் சொல்லுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी साक्षात् श्री गणेशा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. இந்த கிழமை ஸ்ரீ சிவா பூஜா. அனைவரும் அதில் பங்கு பெற்றிருப்பீர்கள். ஸ்ரீ சதாசிவா எல்லாம் வல்ல பரம்பொருளாகும் இறைவன் கடவுள் அவருடைய பிரதிபலிப்பே எமது இருதயத்தில் ஆத்மாவாக இருக்கின்றது. ஸ்ரீ மாதச்சி எமக்கு ஆத்ம விழிப்புணர்வு தந்த பின் நாம் ஒரு தூய ஆத்மா என்ற உண்மையை நாம் அறிந்து கொண்டோம். எமது இருதயத்தில் இருக்கும் ஆத்ம தத்துவம், சிவ தத்துவம், அன்பு தத்துவம், அதற்கு நாம் தலை வணங்குவோம். ஆத்ம நிலை இந்த ஆத்மா ஒளி ஊட்டப்படும் போது எமது கவனம் முழுமையாக எமது ஆத்மாக்கு வருகின்றது. நாம் அந்த ஆத்மாவின் அமைதி நிலைக்கு செல்கின்றோம். எமது அகங்காரம், மமகாரம் முழுவதுமாக அமைதி அடைகின்றது. நாம் ஆத்மா என்ற உண்மை நிலைக்கு வருகின்றோம், அமைதி நிலைக்கு வருகின்றோம். இந்த ஆத்ம நிலை இதுவே தியான நிலை. எனவே இந்த தியான நிலைக்கு நாம் தலை வணங்குவோம். எம்மை முழுமையாக இந்த ஆத்ம நிலைக்கு எம்மை சரணடைப்போம். தியான நிலை. இந்த நிலையில் எண்ணங்கள் இல்லை, கவலைகள் இல்லை, பிரச்சனைகள் இல்லை. இவை அனைத்துக்கும் அப்பாற்பட்ட ஆத்ம நிலை, அமைதி நிலை. இந்நிலை நமக்கு பாதுகாப்பானது. எம்மை முழுமையாக நாம் முழுமையாக கவனித்துக் கொள்ளப்படுகின்றோம். இந்த நிலையில் இந்த நிலையே சச்சிதானந்த ரூபம். சிவோகம் சிவோகம். சச்சிதானந்த ரூபம். சிவோகம் சிவோகம். சச்சிதானந்த ரூபம். சிவோகம் சிவோகம். இந்த அமைதி நிலையில் ஸ்ரீ மாதச்சி ஆற்றிய ஒரு சிவ பூஜா உரையை நாம் கேட்போம். இதன் தமிழாக்கம் சப்டைட்டிலாக போகின்றது.
It's very nice to see all of you here. So many of you from Australia to worship Shiva, Sadashiva. I think this is a very important occasion. It's important because Sadashiva, the God Almighty, who is one, is expressed on your heart as Spirit, the Shiva. We have to understand that so many people came on this earth at different times in different countries, and they talked to different people about righteousness, that is dharma, about how to elevate yourself, and all of them have said that you have to be reborn. That is, you have to become the Spirit. They have all said the same thing because they knew without the attention is filled with the light of the Spirit, you will not be able to understand spirituality. You have the Spirit within you, which is all the time in a witness state. Why all the religions have failed? Because they did not get their self-realization. They did not become the Spirit. So there's a tremendous difference between you and all others who profess some religion. It looks as if they're hypocrites. They intellectualize it, as you know. They explain it very well. But you can see very clearly that they haven't absorbed spirituality. That absorption was impossible without self-realization. This everybody felt. Buddha went to this limit and Mahavira both to say that forget about God. Forget about God Almighty. You just get yourself, your self-realization. So they are called as atheists, Niriksharvadi. They don't believe in Ishvara. But they felt that the way people are just talking about God Almighty and what the books have said. These books also speak of righteousness, except in some books there has been some sort of interference. But most of them speak of spirituality and what you have to achieve. What is the purpose of religion? All that is spoken very well, written very well. They'll tell you, you have to be this, you have to be that. This is not good, that is not good. So even the first step where the dharma has to be established was not established. Where people are not supposed to cheat each other. There has to be justice. There has to be collectivity. there has to be love and understanding, no jealousies, no hypocrisy. Where it's a different race, a different community, we can call it a different civilization is to be created. Everybody claims that they are the chosen ones, but they are just the same. There's a tremendous achievement of Sahajogis that they have achieved a state of spirit. So now you can absorb dharma without any difficulties, without any difficulty. You would not like to cheat anyone, you would not like to kill anyone, you would not like to be violent with anyone. You will stick on to the truth. The truth, very few people can stick on to the truth. Then you are not people who are going to rob others. You have no intention at all. It doesn't come into your mind that you are tempted to take away things from others. First of all, which is the most important thing, that you have a rapport with God Almighty. That you are, in a way, in awe about God. There is awe, not, I would say, fear, because fear is all dispelled. There's no more fear for you. But you have awe for God, that is God Almighty. You won't cheat people, you won't cheat Sahajoga for money. You won't fight for power or for something that is material. All your attention will be towards the expansion of your awareness in the light of the Spirit. This is the vision of your mother. Because Shiva is just a witness. Sadashiva is just witnessing all this play. He doesn't have any visions about it. But now he must have lots of hopes after seeing the kind of people that are created out of Sahajoga. Very unique, very beautiful, wonderful angel-like people have been created. Now only problem is that you have to keep to your angelic foundations. But I find that sometimes it happens, doesn't matter, that you fall and falter. Again you rise into your awareness and try to locate the new dimensions that are available to you, that you can find out. All this is possible because now you belong really to the chosen one's race. You must know also that you are very special people. It is not realized sometimes by Sahajogis. They have no self-esteem as to what they have got. Once you have self-esteem, you will have the wisdom to understand what is your role in this lifetime. This self-esteem is only possible if you see other people who are lost in the mire of nonsense. Now you are a special community, I said. You are the one who are going to create that great community. Now whatever are the dharma's points, or we can say dharma's aspects, you can imbibe them sahaj. Sahaj has a very special meaning, spontaneously. You do not have to exert. You do not have to go into a penance or work it out. In a sahaj way, you can do it. Sahaj also means easy. You can have it in your heart, all these qualities, without any difficulty whatsoever. It's the easiest thing for you to be righteous than to be otherwise. It's easier for you to be honest than to be otherwise. So this speciality that you have got is the vision of all the saints, of all the prophets, of all the seers, of all the incarnations, is you. There are lectures and lectures people give, you must do like this, you must do that. They think that by educating people into these principles, people will be all right. They cannot. If you try to educate them, it will go as an ego into their heads. Because you get educated only through your ego. It's not sahaj. It's not sahaj sustenance, sahaj dharana. It is something that is put onto you from outside. But for you it is very easy that you can imbibe all the aspects of dharma very easily. Don't have to do anything. You will not just do it. I have known people who used to take drugs, who used to abuse people, beat. This one fellow, he said he used to carry a revolver always with him. He's become such a quiet, silent, beautiful person. That unbelievable, but his wife tells me that he was like this. So now you are that special people. And those people who have not got their realization cannot get to dharma easily. Then the second point, which is very easy for you, is to love another person, to care for another person. It's very easy. You would love to do that. You would love to care for people who are Sahaja-yogis, also who are non-Sahaja-yogis. Sahaja-yoga is quite flexible. If you see somebody who is a non-Sahaja-yogi and also suffering, you would immediately jump to see that that person gets help from him. I have seen people in Sahaja-yoga, very interesting they are. One gentleman came to me and said, "Mother, I have no money. I want to go and do some work for Sahaja-yoga, but I have no money. Even I have no money for the household." I said, "All right, that's very good. You come tomorrow, I'll give you the money." Next day he never came. I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "There was somebody sitting with you that time when I was talking to you, if you remember." I said, "I don't remember so clearly." "All right, I also don't know him." As soon as I went out, he said, "How much money do you want?" I told him, "At least this much." Immediately, he took out the money and gave it to me. So who haven't got something in Sahaja-yoga, who hasn't got money, immediately we run to help that person. Like, you will be amazed that there are these 6 countries like Romania, Bulgaria, Russia, Poland, Czechoslovakia. All these countries, even Hungary, have been helped by one country or other. Even the East Asian countries are helped by Australians. I never told them, I never asked them. I never said that you have to help. They just came forward that, Mother, somehow we have to help them. We'll arrange. We'll get to them. We'll manage this. We'll do that. It's very surprising how they could just think of helping those countries. Then they made tickets for them. They brought them to India. They looked after. Russians came to India, were looked after. Everybody was so full of compassion and love, but without feeling they have done anything, without feeling in any way that they have done any obligation to someone. Nobody expected them to thank them and write letters of thanks or anything. Whatever is done is finished now. Nobody ever asked how much money was given, how much was spent, how much we had to give, nothing of the kind. At that spur of the moment, everybody come forward, they gave the money, and the thing worked out. It's very surprising. For example, France. France is looking after Romania. I didn't know they had done so much of work in Romania. I reached Hungary and suddenly I find 125 Romanians there. So my heart was really filled with such joy. I said, how are you here? French have arranged everything for us, Mother. Really? There were no French people there, no one from France. And Romanians were singing so well that the Indians felt that, oh, wow, what is this? A new group has started. All of them. And they never used books. Without using the books, they were singing, these Romanians. So I said, where are you going to stay in the night? We'll stay in a garden, Mother, it's all right. But I said, how? We'll stay there, doesn't matter. How secretly they helped. If I had not asked them, I would not have known how they have come. So this, to help the people who do not have, we can call them we can say those who are poorer than us. I've seen also people, how individually they look after others and bring things for their friends, presents, and beautiful things, just for their own satisfaction. Not to oblige anyone or to later on say, oh, I brought this sari for you, nothing. Just to see that sari on another Sajogi. It's such a beautiful thing. Imagine these countries like England, France, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, very aggressive people. When they went out not to help anyone, but to establish their empire, or to destroy people, or to convert them, or do all kinds of things in the name of religion, in the name of God. But when you go to other countries, you just want to help. Give them all the help that is needed. I'm myself amazed how it works out so spontaneous in your heart that you should do this and you should work it out. This transformation that has taken place within you has brought out all the beauty of your heart, of your compassion, of your love. And you want to give security to others without expecting anything, without demanding anything. Then you all enjoyed doing that. Living in a simple place like this, under a tent, sitting, listening to me. You don't want any comfort. Just seek the comfort of your spirit and enjoy the whole place, the nature. Gradually, I've seen also Sahajogis are becoming extremely conscious of the ecological problem all over the world. They have started using things which are natural, which are artistic. It's something so surprising that suddenly they have taken to artistic things. I know of a gentleman who had arms, ammunitions in his house, or everything like that. But now he has beautiful things. Of course, the arms and ammunition are one side, but such beautiful artistic things he has collected. So I said, how did you get this? See, mother, I was thinking that you'd like to see them and you'll feel happy. So I have bought for you to see. And if you want, you can take anything. I said, I don't want anything. You can keep it to yourself. So this generosity, we call it audari, is a sign of an incarnation. But this generosity is among my own children now. They're extremely generous. And they enjoy giving things to others than in keeping things to themselves. It has happened not only in Australia. It has happened all over the world. If you see the Sahajogis, how they are sacrificing their time, their money, and everything to spread Sahajoga, to help others, and to accommodate all kinds of things, all kinds of people within themselves. Such wisdom, such collective wisdom is there. We don't have to take any consensus. We don't have to say that you all must say this or what is your opinion, will you vote for it? Everyone votes for the same. If somebody says, all right, we have to give some help to, say, Bulgaria, in Italy. Immediately all the Italians brought out their ornaments, everything that, mother, how much should we say? I said, it's your lookout. And the Bulgarians are surprised also that what have we done for these Italians that they should come down all the way to help us out with money, every kind of thing. So this compassion, this love, this feeling of oneness, as if they are part and parcel of us. We are not separate. For Russia, you'll be surprised that they sent a television from America. Now, America had nothing to do with Russia. But must be the spirit of Sri Krishna trying to help the spirit of right Agya. Must be. Such enthusiasm about Russia. It's unbelievable. They came in the buses, they came in the trains, they went all the way to all these places, to far-fetched places. And they have achieved tremendous results. It's not only in Europe, they're working it out around their own cities, but all the way they are working in Turkey, they are working in Nepal, and now somebody has gone to Japan. He is actually not a Japanese. He is from Rio. And he has gone to Japan. He is a physicist. But he is using some sort of a pantomime show on the streets to attract the people and telling them about Sahajoga. He telephoned to me 3-4 times, Mother, you have been to Australia so many times. Why don't you come to Japan this time? I said, all right, next time I will definitely come to Japan. I promised him. But this time I'm already programmed, you see, by Sahajogis. So I can't help it. They have fixed me up everywhere. And I don't mind because it's so Sahaj. To me it comes Sahaj. Many people ask me whether you're traveling so much, this thing, everything. I never think about it. Also, the collectivity you have now is tremendous. It's not only in Australia you have the collectivity. But the other day I telephoned to someone in India and told them, I'm buying an ashram in Brisbane. They said, Mother, it's a very great thing. We're very happy. Now, for an Indian, what is there to be happy if we buy an ashram in Brisbane? So overjoyed about it. To them, Brisbane is the same as Bombay or Delhi. The heart has become so large because Shiva is shining there, the spirit is shining. It has become such a large heart that it encompasses the whole universe, I think, the way people look at it. That's why you all have become universal people. You don't only read about Vishwanirmal Dharma. You don't only know about it through your mind. You don't only try to follow it, but you have imbibed it within yourself. Which is so sahaj, which you are not aware of it. How in a sahaj way it has come to you. Now you know Australia was full of racialism once upon a time. Nobody was allowed to come in here. Might be 50 years back or so. But today in Australia, what a change it is. Though they talked of Christianity and all those things, but they didn't think what Christ has said. They were just the opposite of what Christianity should be. Islam is the same. Islam talks of very great things. But it has to be confessed that the Muslims have nothing to do with Islam. It's absolutely from outside, if you see Christianity, you have a very, very funny idea about it. If you ask any Hindu gentleman about Christianity, they will say they are the worst possible people. Very cunning, very aggressive, and it takes them no time to kill each other. Imagine, disciples of Christ. But if you ask a Christian about a Muslim, he will tell you, oh, these Muslims are the most quarrelsome, dirtiest people ever born. Fundamentalist. They are all fundamentalist. Whether it's a Hindu, Christian, Muslim, anyone. They are fundamentalist because they are reading one book. And that too just reading. The book also doesn't go. If the book goes inside, they will realize that all these books are telling the same thing under different names, that's all. But that universal thing you have got, thanks to your spirit that was there, quite intact, and which has started shining with it. So we have now a new community, a new civilization of people who are extremely honest to themselves, honest to each other. They are extremely righteous and good people. They are absolutely non-violent, absolutely law-abiding, very loving, affectionate, at the same time extremely constructive, and at the same time very intelligent. They understand Sahaja Yoga. It's such a subtle subject. Sahaja Yoga is such a subtle subject because, everybody has failed to make people understand anything about truth. It's an impossible situation. But this was the trick, your spirit. Once your spirit is enlightened, it goes into your head without any difficulties, absolutely Sahaj. You don't know how difficult is this subject of Sahaja Yoga. It is such a fulfillment for the desire of the divine that your divinity is now expressible. When you are collective, you are more enjoying each other. You enjoy collective life. Individualism is against the spirit of the whole. But we have our own varieties. The way you live in other countries, in other atmospheres, with other traditions, that's how you are living. But among ourselves, we have the same faith. The faith which is enlightened, which is not blind faith, enlightened faith. Firstly, that you are realized souls. Secondly, that there is an all-pervading power. We have the same type of worship, whether it is Christ, whether it is Muhammad Sahib, or whether it is Shiva. We all worship it the same way. We do not have a sort of a difference of opinion on that. Like one church becoming 10 churches, and one Hinduism becoming 10 Hinduisms. It's not like that. We are all Sahajogis, and we have all got the same principle binding us in a Sahaj manner. We don't have to say, oh, we have to be principled. We have to be on this principle. We are Sahajogis. You have to be there absolutely because you have to be there. You just can't help it. Because in your nature, now the spirit is shining. Also, you are becoming archetypes, I should say, in the real sense of the word, for the people who are not in such. Such people are not available anywhere. When people will see you, they will think that what a model it is, what a model of life. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't boast of it, they don't hate anyone, they love anyone. They are so dynamic, they are so creative, they are so constructive, they are so self-contented. They are not at all competitive. They cause no problem to nature. They cause no problem to anything. They have become such beautiful people. Who are these people? Such beautiful people are the models. So now, individually you have to understand this part, that we have to be models in this country of Australia. Model of good behavior, good language, decent life, decorous life, not fighting with husband, fighting with wife. You see, you open any television, just get a headache. I mean, there's no other theme but a husband fighting wife and a wife fighting husband. There should be wisdom about it. Fighting among yourselves. You see, if so many people have gathered in a pub, what will happen? That pub will burst out. They can never sit silently. The mayor of Kabela told me, it surprises me, that in the church we are sitting for half an hour, then we start nudging each other, Baba, how long is it going to take now? Better get out. We get tired. And what are these people doing for hours together with you? How are they so spellbound? They don't feel tired. I think they are special people. I said, they are. They are. But what do? They don't do anything. They are just enjoying. He couldn't understand that. Once we had a puja, Guru Puja, for about 6 hours altogether. And they were surprised at how these people are sitting. And all the people they were, all the villagers, mostly they are elderly, they thought that these angels have come from somewhere. They are angelic people. They don't trouble you. They don't torture you. They look after you. They try to be kind to you. Not only that, but they try to bring joy to you. They were so surprised in that village. First they used to call me princess. Then they started calling me goddess. Then they said, you are Madonna. Whatever they could think of the best, they started saying all those things. They want now to come to Sahaja Yoga. But I said, let us see now. After some time, we'll work it out for them also. They are so nice now by seeing how the Sahaja Yogis are, because I seldom go out. But seeing the way Sahaja Yogis are, that the land behind the house was not even given to Prince Dorio, who was willing to pay a lot of money because he wanted to have a road that way. But to me, they rushed forward. And at a very nominal price they gave me that land. He said, it is for you only. Please have it. The whole village is getting into transformation. But the dedication you have is very remarkable. Surprises me, really surprises me. I've never taught too much. But the way you are dedicated in everything, everyone who is not a Sahaja Yogi will be charmed the way you are dedicated. To Sahaja Yoga, to me. Sometimes I think, what have I done? I've done nothing. You had your Kundalini, you had your spirit. That's all. But such a difference. With little distance you covered. And such a difference. Can you imagine an Indian woman coming to Australia, finding this love, this affection, and this dedication? Unbelievable. They all think that I must be mesmerizing you. Nobody can believe that you could be that dedicated, take so much trouble, so much care. I mean, just imagine the flowers that you have brought. Just imagine all this you have done. I mean, just imagine the way they brought another big car so that your mother should be brought here without any difficulty. All this love, all this affection, this care. I never asked for anything. I could have walked down. If you had said we have to walk, I would have walked. I would never have said no. I never expected all these things. But the way you want to express your love to me, this dedication is so much. And you sacrifice so much for that. Really, you are sacrificing quite a lot. Your time, your effort to come all the way to this far off place for this puja.
சிறிது நேரம் தொடர்ந்து ஆத்ம நிலையில், தியான நிலையில் இருப்போம். இந்த இந்த சிவா ஸ்ரீ சிவா ஸ்துதியை கேட்டு தொடர்ந்து தியானத்தில் இருந்து இன்றைய தியானத்தை நாம் முடித்துக் கொள்வோம்.
नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। चन्दनचर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्षा वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय। वसिष्ठकुम्भोद्भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वा नरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय। यज्ञस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ बीजाक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते। जयत्वदभ्रमभ्रमध्वजङ्गमश्वसा विनिर्गमत्क्रमस्फुरत्कालबालहव्यवान् धिमिद्विमिद्विमित्रणं मृदङ्गतुङ्गमङ्गल ध्वनिक्रमप्रवर्तित प्रचण्डताण्डव शिवा।
பிரேமாதச்சி இன்றைய கூட்டு தியானத்துக்காகவும் தங்களுடைய அருமுறைக்காகவும் எமது கோடானு கோடி இதயபூர்வமான நன்றிகள் தாயே. இப்பொழுது குண்டலினி அன்னையை எழுப்பி கவசம் இட்டுக் கொள்வோம். முதலாவது தடவை இரண்டாவது தடவை மூன்றாவது தடவை இப்பொழுது கவசம் இட்டுக் கொள்வோம். மூலாதாரம், சுவாதிஷ்டானம், நாபி, பவசாகரம், இருதயம், விசுத்தி, ஆக்யா, சஹஸ்ராரம். இரு கைகளையும் கூப்பி ஸ்ரீமாதச்சியை வணங்கி இன்றைய தியானத்தை நாம் முடித்துக் கொள்வோம். மீண்டும் அடுத்த தியானத்தில் நாம் சந்திப்போம். ஃபேஸ்புக் அன்பர்கள் நாம் இப்பொழுது ஒளிபரப்பை நிப்பாட்டுகின்றோம்.